Tremendous atmosphere, and Rangers being led out by Archie Knox. This may be Walter Smith's final game in charge, but he's given the honour of leading out the team to his right-hand man. But here they come today, seeking their 28th Scottish Cup win, and for Richard Gough that would be a great personal triumph. Seeking the 19th major trophy of his time with Rangers. Has won 3 Scottish Cups with them in the past, and he and Steve Fulton, who's captaining Hearts today in the absence of Gary Locke, meeting the match officials. Willie Young, the referee, conducting the toss.
Yeah, and there's Steve Fulton. We won't miss him today. He's got the hair dyed, which is unusual, and it's a bright white top for Steve there, wearing the number 8 for Hearts and captaining Hearts. He's had a fine season, and quite frankly was very much in contention when we picked our World Cup squad. But hopefully Steve will continue to play the way he's played this season, and we may be considering for the Euro 2000 campaign. We predicted correctly in the line-up and the graphics, because Bortland looks to be out there to pick up Neil McCann with Perini in behind him.
So the 113th Scottish Cup final is underway, and Paul Ritchie, one of the survivors of the team on the wrong end of that 5-1 scoreline. And there's Gary Naismith, player who really has established himself well in the Hearts team this season, looking for and finding Stefan Adam. Steve Fulton. And he's made a distinctive break, and it's a penalty. Would you believe it? 30 seconds gone. Fulton's weaving run brought the challenge, which Willie Young thought was an offence, and he's pointed to the penalty spot. And what a dramatic start here.
Well, that was a very brave decision by Willie Young to give a penalty as quickly, but looking at the replay, I think there was justification for it. But it was a very dubious one, right on the line there, but Willie was close to it. He gave the decision, and a blow for Rangers at the beginning, but what a boost for Hearts.
And what an opportunity for Hearts to make a great start to this cup final. The ball is being spotted up by Colin Cameron, and now more than ever Rangers will be relying on the experience of Andy Gorham, who's never been beaten in his previous Scottish Cup appearances, but he's been beaten for the first goal of the game, and it's Cameron who's given Hearts a real edge with a penalty in the second minute.
Yeah, a wonderful finish from Colin Cameron. A difficult situation. He's not properly warmed up for the game. He's hardly had a kick at the ball, in fact, and there he has the ultimate responsibility, and he took this penalty kick absolutely brilliantly. All credit to him. Andy Gorham went the wrong way. Had he put it to Andy's right, I'm sure Andy Gorham would have got a hand to it, but that was a superb finish by Colin Cameron, and a wonderful start for Hearts. But now Rangers have it all to do.
A start that they can only have dreamed of. The Hearts bench celebrating, and Jim Jeffries actually played for Hearts in a cup final against Rangers when they conceded a goal after just 41 seconds. Derek Johnston, one of 2 goals he scored that day in a 3-1 defeat for Jeffries' side, but this time it's Jeffries' team that have had the perfect start. Cameron, who kept his cool. What a nightmare for Rangers.
Yeah, there are a few stunned faces, I think, in the Rangers' defence. All we've got to say, Rob, is I think had the offence been anywhere on the pitch, it would have been a free kick. But the question was it inside or outside the penalty box?
Stensos. Challenged by Flogel. This is Amoruso. Looking for Jury. Laudrup has managed to keep it in. Now he's taking on McPherson. One or two feisty challenges flying in, but it's Salvatore who's emerged with it for Hearts. Fulton, whose weaving run forced the committed challenge that led to the penalty. Steve Fulton. Now Adam really bearing down on Perini.
Yeah, Willie Young in good position again there to give that free kick. Right up with play for the penalty kick decision, and also on that occasion.
Well, this is a more comfortable decision for the Glasgow official, Willie Young. But his first cup final, Hugh Dallas, the World Cup referee, was in charge of the previous two. And a tough decision for him to make in the first 30 seconds of the game. But he didn't shirk from his responsibilities, pointed straight to the spot, and Rangers chasing the game here with Gattuso!
Yeah, good play from Gattuso, an energetic run forward, a good strike there, but a little too far out to trouble Jules Rousset.
Well, wherever Rousset has been over the last few years, he's been haunted by the memory of that error, dropping Laudrup's tame cross that led to the goal in the Scottish Cup final a couple of years ago. But Hearts have had the perfect start here at Celtic Park. Three times previously this season, Rangers have beaten them in league matches. The other one was drawn. Here's Naismith. Ritchie. Number 4, David Weir. Here's McPherson, the former Rangers player. 2 spells there and 2 spells with Hearts. Rousset's kick, a little risky. The foot of Fulton high there on Ian Ferguson. Cross from Stensors has reached Jury, blocked by Naismith. Jury blocked again. Here's McCann.
Yeah, good defending there by Paul Ritchie against Gordon Jury. Gordon turned onto his left leg, and the left foot of Naismith, I beg your pardon, of Ritchie, blocked a dangerous shot from Gordon Jury.
Salvatore. This is Ferguson, this is Bjorklund. And now Jury. Cleared by Ritchie. In goes Rino Gattuso. And that was a high challenge on Naismith.
Yeah, high challenge, but no malice at all. I think just enthusiasm, as we expect all the time from Gattuso. He's in there very enthusiastically. And Gareth Naismith got a sore knock on the instep, I think, in trying to clear it.
Gattuso was sent off against Hearts in the 5-2 victory at Tynecastle earlier in the season. In fact, Rangers have had players sent off in their last 3 meetings with today's opponents. And they always tend to be very competitive clashes. Stakes already raised in this game by Hearts' early breakthrough. Laudrup. Here's Stensors. Gordon Jury up ahead.
Yeah, a wee bit disappointing for Rangers there. When Stensors had the ball in the wide left, the only player in the box was Jury, and there were 3 Hearts defenders around him. So Rangers will need to get men more quickly forward from midfield when they go into forward areas, because it would have been hopeless for Stensors to deliver in there.
Well, the Rangers fans, for whom this has been a difficult season, are desperately trying to rally their team here as the free kick from Stensors is cleared. Laudrup. And Rousset there perhaps showing the full extent of the rehabilitation.
Absolutely, great save, because that was a quick snapshot from Brian Laudrup, and had Rousset not been fully alert, it could have been an equaliser.
Laudrup was man of the match Scored 2, set up Gordon Dury's hat-trick in that match 2 years ago. But really, Rousset has had his problems against Rangers this season. Gave away a penalty, which Dury scored in the 5-2 victory at Tynecastle. But the penalty that's been given away here in this game today has been given away by Rangers and scored by Colin Cameron in just the second minute. Looking for Dury here. And cleared by McCann.
Yeah, I think the only consolation for Rangers is that the goal was scored very early. It gives them time to recover. Had that been scored late in the game, it would have been much more of a problem. But still a difficult uphill battle in the first half for Rangers because of a wonderful start from Hearts.
Gattuso. Salvatore trying to help it back. But the pressure from Gattuso is punished. Marino Gattuso scored a couple of goals in the last victory against Hearts last month. Good challenge by McCall.
Yeah, great challenge with Stuart McCall. That's Stuart at his best, getting in the tackles in midfield. The anchor man there in front of the back three.
In he goes again, McCall. Goff letting it run out, but McCall, another of those players, Craig, that you've left out of the Scotland squad this week, and I'm sure it's always the way that you've been asked to talk more about the ones you've left out than the ones you've picked.
Well, I must admit, with great reluctance, I left Stuart out. I just felt that we would go for younger legs there, and we have players like Lambert and Billy McKinlay in the same position as Stuart, but I've got a great admiration for him.
Perhaps we'll come to the other controversial exclusion later.
Well, that's a surprise it's taken me so long to mention it, Rob.
Well, plenty happening on the field at the moment, with Hearts having established that lead, and it was Fulton's efforts that helped them to do so. Now McCann, who was man of the match in the Coca-Cola Cup final meeting here. Felt he should have had a free kick.
Yeah, that's an unusual one, that, but I think the referee got it right. I don't think there was an offence.
Here's Perini. Dury. McCall. Flying challenge from Cameron is punished.
Yeah, I was complaining a minute or two ago about Rangers not getting players into the box, but there was a magnificent run down the inside right channel made by Stuart McCall just a minute or two ago, and it resulted in his layoff being blocked and a free kick here for Rangers. And it's a dangerous position because Amoruso has a thunderous shot. Yes, and even from an estimate, must be about 35 yards out, Rob.
Yes, we saw in the semi-final here just how thunderous a shot Amoruso has, and he's trying to put it to good use there, but certainly not as damaging to Hearts as it almost was to Celtic.
No, that was unusually rash there. It was more a rugby goal attempt than a football one on that occasion.
Well, this is Celtic Park's first Scottish Cup final since 1993, when Rangers beat Aberdeen here. Since then, the final moved back to Hampden for 3 years. Last year was staged at Ibrox when Kilmarnock won it. But at this early stage of the game, Rangers appear to be heading for their second successive disappointment on this ground in a week. The League Championship trophy having come here a week ago, but Laudrup looking to change it all in the Cup. Stensels came in! A good snapshot from him. But in the meantime, Hearts' captain has a problem. Fulton's down injured.
Yeah, good play by Rangers, and an excellent shot by Stensels with his right foot, which is his less favoured one. And he hit it brilliantly. And we see Stensa supporting the front very well and just shooting over the top. And there we have Jim Jeffries and Billy Brown, enthusiastic management team.
Watching their side playing their 43rd game of this season, the anxiety over Fulton has cleared quickly. Seems he took a blow to the face. I'm sure the players will be grateful for 1 or 2 breaks so they can take on water. There's strength sapping conditions, a sultry atmosphere. And Laudrup hauled away by McPherson. No, it's been given the other way. Laudrup backing into the defender.
Well, technically right, Willie Young, but there was an advantage to Hearts there, but Willie was exerting his authority in his first Scottish Cup final.
Here goes Naismith, looking for Adan. And he set it up here for Cameron. It's a good break from him. Can't provide with a cross though.
Yeah, really, the first time Colin Cameron's got away from Stuart McCall so far, but it was a dangerous position, but a poor final ball.
Well, Colin Cameron's only previous goal before today in the Cup was a penalty in the 4th round against Albion Rovers. And he really had to keep his nerve from the spot in the 2nd minute of this game. McCall. Perini. Short for Björklund. McCann's pressure, forcing Björklund to concede the throw. Well, it's the first time in 6 years that the English and Scottish Cup finals have been taking place on the same day. The last time that happened, Rangers won, while their former manager, Graham Souness, was leading Liverpool to victory at Wembley. But here, the early giveaway of a penalty has put Rangers under real pressure.
Yeah, I think, to be fair, Rob, they've settled well since that, and they have had the better of the play since the penalty decision, without causing a great deal of threat to Rusey and the Hearts goal. 1 or 2 long-range attempts, but nothing of real consequence.
Here's Goff. Getting it back from Perini. Ferguson. And they really are harrying well, Hearts. Fulton, though, just unable to dispossess Perini, who's looking here for Jury. Gattuso's made a run into the box. Stensors is there as well. McPherson came across. Cleared only as far as McCall. And here's Laudrup. Can he pull it back? Cleared by Weir. Laudrup again. Gattuso. Cleared by McPherson. Here's Adan. Rangers really have started to pick up the tempo.
Yeah, Walter's already looking at his watch, but he can't be too displeased with the play, apart from, obviously, the penalty kick.
Jury, here's Laudrup. Ferguson had made a very useful run into the box there, and it was vital that Weir got in the way. An illegal challenge by Gattuso. Salvatore is the player who's gone down.
Yeah, that interests me, because that looked like the tackle from behind that everyone's talking about just now, and if it endangers a player in the World Cup, in the referee's opinion, an ordering off is called for, but that's a big question mark. Did that endanger the opposing player? So I think Gattuso's unwise disputing that one.
It's the 29th meeting of the sides in the Scottish Cup, and Rangers have a clear advantage in the previous ones. And that was a challenge that's left Goff grounded. Adam protesting his innocence. But the referee is officiating as pragmatically as possible. He hasn't pulled out a card there, but Goff badly winded by it.
Yeah, I think Adam's lucky there because it was a very rash one. But Goff's a tough guy, he'll be up and back into action. But certainly, initially, I didn't think that Adam saw Goff there, but on the replay, quite clearly, I think he went in with little chance of getting the ball.
Stefan Adam celebrated his 29th birthday yesterday. The Frenchman who came from Metz scored in the semi-final, got 2 goals in that match against Falkirk. That dramatic late turnaround that ensured their presence here. McCall. Here's Gattuso. Laudrup, nothing to his right. Björklund has come up now and makes the move for him. Cleared though by Ritchie. It's a tame cross. Neil McCann, a player of great promise, another one who perhaps would have been an outside shout for the World Cup squad.
Yeah, Neil McCann's done very well this season. He does his best work, of course, in the forward area, and he's been forced back at the moment well into his own half. And all the skill in the world there won't have the same reward as in the front third of the pitch. So I think Hearts would want to get a lot further forward.
In all, 3 players on the field today in Craig Brown's preparatory party to face the US and Colombia, with Andy Gorham and Gordon Dury of Rangers and David Weir of Hearts. And this is a good burst from Amoruso. Dury. It's fallen to Ferguson. And pushed on too far for Gattuso.
Yeah, great play by Amoruso, breaking from the back, because I'm looking at the Rangers' defensive structure and they have 3 against 1 through the middle, and I was about to say that at least one of them should be breaking all the time and causing problems there, and Amoruso did exactly as I would have expected him to do. Break from the back safely and create a good opening for Rangers.
Hearts seeking their 6th Scottish Cup win, and Jim Jeffries would go down in the folklore of the club if he was to lead them to such a success, because they've waited a long time for silverware. Very expressive manager Jeffries, making his points forcibly from the touchline as ever. It's almost 36 years since their last silverware, the League Cup. And so for generations of Hearts fans, there's been a lot of support with little reward.
Yeah, and David Weir there doing very well in this first spell, first 20-odd minutes of the game.
Gorham there was under real pressure from Adam and somehow managed to release it, but he's very unhappy with Amoruso. Break on here for Laudrup. Crosses deep, Dury will have to try and rescue it. Here's Stensors.
Yeah, good play by Rangers. Great cross from Laudrup, perhaps just a little too deep, as you said, but Dury did well, and Rangers have a corner kick. And they've got great aerial power when up comes Amoruso and Goff.
Goff has gone forward for it, so too had Perini, but it's beyond them both. And it's McCall who's got it back in there. No problems though for Rousset. Commanding goalkeeper at 6'5". Started all 4 of the previous games against Rangers this season. Ferguson. That's the halfway point in the first half, and Hearts protecting the lead they've earned through that Colin Cameron penalty. Rangers, though, have stepped up the pressure. Here's Gattuso. Stensels. Down, looking to take it away from Amarusa. Ferguson. There's Björklund. And the canners across there. This is Naismith. David Weir. Amaruso. Well, proof of just how much Rangers have gone for it since conceding a goal. Jury!
Yeah, this is a rash challenge here, trying to get in front Paul Ritchie, but Gordon Jury slipped him, made space for himself and hit a vicious shot, but it was rising all the way, and unfortunately for Gordon, it was into the new structure behind Mousse's goal there. Gordon Jury is looking lively just now, Rob.
He has a good goal-scoring record against Hearts, not only the hat-trick in the Cup final a couple of years ago, but one against them this season as well in the 5-2 victory. Afternoon at Hampden Park 2 years ago was a day when it all clicked into place for Jury and for Laudrup and for Rangers in general. But so far they're having to try and use all their craft to get back into this game. And Hearts managing to snuff them out. Here's Goff. Ferguson. Björklund. Jury beaten to it by Ritchie. And Jury thought he'd shown great battling qualities there to win it back, but he's been penalised for the foul.
Yes, he had. I thought he reacted well to the poor pass he received, but the referee thought otherwise. It looked to me to be quite a clean tackle.
This is Weir. Ushered out by Björklund.
Yeah, experienced play by Björklund. Experienced international player there. Wasn't in any doubt about what he was going to do. Let it run past for a goal kick.
There has been a feeling that as the league programme drew to a close and Hearts' own Premier Division ambitions were receding, they were holding something back for the final. Their last day win against Dunfermline was their only victory in their last 6 matches. They couldn't have asked for a better start to this game, but holding on to what they have against a Rangers side determined to give Walter Smith a suitable farewell is not going to be easy. And it's not just a farewell for Smith, of course. Many in the playing ranks also possibly swan songs for them.
Yeah, and holding on is the wrong philosophy. It's a mistake to try to hold on to a lead. Certainly to hold on for 88 minutes is going to be very, very difficult against the power that Rangers have in the side.
Here's Ferguson. This is Perini. Fulton. McCall. McCall might be one of those within the ranks making his last bow. This man definitely is. Goff. Looking for Jury or McCall just behind him. McPherson in the way. Here's Flogel. Cameron.
Ian Ferguson a bit unlucky there, but I think undoubtedly a free kick, but he was unfortunate. And Ferguson, I remember, has won the Scottish Cup with St Mirren. many years ago when he scored in the final. In fact, he scored in the quarter-final, the semi-final and the final, all with his left foot, which is quite a record.
The winner scored in extra time.
Yep.
And we will have a winner, remember, here today, even if it goes all the way to penalties. But 1-0 has been enough of an advantage to win the Scottish Cup in 3 of the last 4 finals. Dundee United beat Rangers in '94 with a single goal. Celtic won it in '95 and Kilmarnock in '97. So although their philosophy won't be just to hold on to what they have, you wonder if that early penalty might be enough for Hearts. Fulton harried off the ball. Gattuso still lying on the ground for Rangers, but Weir has cut out that ball from Ferguson. Here's Naismith, looking very purposeful. Trying to take it around Perini. It's a real sprint to get there. Adam and Flogel casually making their way into the box.
Yeah, very good play by young Gary Naismith, but unfortunately his final ball was poor, but magnificent run from the back, and I'm sure Jim Jeffries will be happy with the aggression shown, the positive response shown there by Gary Naismith.
The PFA Young Player of the Year, Naismith, and one of the 6 players in the Hearts lineup to have started every game in the Cup run. Although for one of those, Jim Hamilton, he's having to wait for his chance on the bench for the big one, the final.
Yeah, you can see there in the picture, or just you could a minute, the Rangers back 3 against 1 striker, and I'm sure Walter will be hoping for at least one of them to be breaking quite regularly.
Ferguson. Here's Laudrup. Jury waiting in the box as McPherson blocks the cross. Here's Stensos. And Jury was in there, so too was McCall, but it's cleared to Stefan Adam. Pressure from Ferguson. This is Ritchie.
Yeah, a great deal of composure there at the back, shown by the Hearts players. Nice balance about their team. Fulton here left-footed, Ritchie left-footed, Naismith left-footed, and McCann. So they've got good balance down that left side, when many clubs find it hard to find one left-footed player naturally comfortable on that side. So Hearts have got good balance about their side.
Call. Seems to be urging Björklund to get further forward on the right-hand side, and it's an area where they've been apparently reluctant. But Laudrup this time has got away and has won the corner, although Ritchie's unhappy about the award.
Yeah, he's unhappy about it, but he won't change it.
What can Stensos provide from the corner kick here for Rangers? Goff and Perini are both in the box. But it's an easy, unchallenged header clear from Ritchie, which has set Cameron away. He and McCann having to take on Rangers on their own. And Amoruso here picks out McCall. Ferguson. And yet again, nothing to the right for Rangers. The point that McCall was making about the lack of balance with no one available on the right may have been a valid one.
It's a valid one, yes indeed, but Neil McCann is backtracking very well. In fact, maybe probably too well, because he's gone back into the left-back position very often. And I think if he were to stay further forward, he may certainly be much more of a threat. But there's...
Well, the majority of the possession may have been Rangers, but still they can't make anything of it.
Yeah, that's reflected, I think, in the fact that Andy Gorham has had absolutely nothing to do in this first half. Apart from the penalty, he hasn't had a save to make, and Jules Rusey has 1 or 2 threats round his goal, a couple of corner kicks, 1 or 2 long-range efforts. So Rangers are clawing their way back into the cup final.
Amoruso. Here's McCall.
But still too many men in that central area at the back, I think.
Rini. McCall. Now Laudrup. Hit by Salvatore against Laudrup. This is McPherson. Cut out well by Brian Laudrup. Stencils. Laudrup away from Cameron. Good advantage played by the referee. Gattuso finding Jury, looking for the support of Ferguson.
Yeah, good strike by Ian Ferguson, but the ball came to him rather quickly. The layoff was quite firm and running away from him, so Ian Ferguson had a difficult job to get that back onto target.
In the build-up to that incident, Cameron was just caught as he made the challenge on Laudrup. And the goal scorer at the moment getting treatment.
Yeah, Alan Ray's done a good job on him, obviously, and Colin Cameron's back in action. A very influential player for Hearts.
Rangers really have still been the most influential side in an attacking sense, and yet still they've been unable to cancel out that Hearts effort. The only one on target, the penalty from Cameron. Colin Cameron was part of the Wraith side that won the Coca-Cola Cup against Celtic on penalties. Will his penalty be enough to settle this? Rangers hope not, as this one's for Amoruso. Another good strike from him! That was a brilliant effort, tipped away by Rousset. Magnificent stop.
This is what we're just saying. What a brilliant strike from him. Tremendous distance there. And Gilles Rousset had to be really on his toes on that occasion. So a brilliant shot and a wonderful save. So
he was obviously lulling them into a false sense of security with his previous effort. That was a splendid shot. And here's Amoruso again. Ferguson! That one's deflected and Rousset can't stop it from going behind for the corner.
Yeah, Walter's down from the stand now, so clearly he's seen something. And he's down in a chat with Archie.
Stencils with the corner, Perini went for it. What a save this was.
This is a terrific shot from Amoruso. Unbelievable from that distance. I'm quite convinced that that been taken from 5 or 6 yards further forward, it would have been in the back of the net before Gilles Rousset had time to move. But I think the distance gave Rousset a chance, and he made an outstanding save.
There's some definite swerve on that ball, but Rousset kept his concentration and kept Hearts in the game. Cameron. Away from McCall. Here's Stefan Adam. Salvatore. Fulton. Naismith calling for it. Björklund going across to watch him. Good run this from Naismith. And McCann slipped through. Now, was he tripped by Goff? The referee says no. He tells him to get up. They were looking for another penalty then.
No penalty, in my opinion. Absolutely no chance there. Neil McCann genuinely slipped, and he was quick to get up and acknowledge that there was no infringement. So great credit to McCann. Very sporting gesture.
Well, the Hearts fans appealed as one, hoping that they were going to get a second break. Fulton, on whom the offence was committed that led to the first penalty. Here's Gattuso. McCall. Running into trouble with Flogel. Here's Adam. Number 10, Colin Cameron. Amoruso is strong. Cameron giving away the free kick.
This is a nice ball tucked in there from Naismith, but it was a dive, quite clearly a dive or a slip from Neil McCann. Absolutely no question of a penalty kick.
Fulton. Here's Naismith, whose purposeful run started that incident when Hearts fans were making that penalty claim. Right in front of his own supporters here, Fulton will take the throw for Hearts.
Yeah, Stephen Fulton's taken many a throw here in his days gone by when he played for Celtic, but great response there from the Hearts fans to their captain for the day.
Dury to Stensos. Gordon Dury again. Gattuso making a burst to his right. Laudrup has gone to his left, cut out by McPherson. It's Dury again though here. Gattuso having to do a retrieval job, which he does well. McCall. Blocked by Ritchie. McCann checked by Björklund. But McCann is actually himself going to be booked for what the referee judges there to be the second exaggeration of an incident. Clearly felt McCann had dived once more. That Rangers had had a few sendings off against Hearts this season, and quite a few of them were for challenges on Neil McCann. But this time it's McCann who's shown the yellow card.
Yeah, well, Rusey is the last goalkeeper in the country that you throw these high balls into, and unfortunately for Rangers, it was an easy save on that occasion.
Adam here looking for McCann in the box. It's headed away though by Goff. Gattuso, Stensos, Weir, Cameron. Challenged by Amoruso. This is Gattuso. And Gattuso very unhappy with Thomas Flugel's last challenge. The two of them engaged in dialogue. Ferguson. This is Stensos. Laudrup, who brought Weir out with him. They're looking for Dury, but it's too high for him. Confirmation of that yellow card for Neil McCann. Yeah,
uncommon to have Neil McCann booked, but certainly Willie Young was a no doubt there.
Incidentally, there have only ever been 3 sendings off in Scottish Cup finals, and the last of them was a Hearts player 12 years ago, Walter Kidd, against Aberdeen. Foul by Ritchie on Dury. Another Rangers free kick. Is this one too far for Amoruso to have a go?
Well, Rob, I don't think any distance is too far from Amoruso, the way he's striking the ball, but he's gone wisely. He's gone into the box to support Richard Goff for the delivery, and Ian Ferguson will throw it in.
And Ferguson does that, looking for Goff.
Yeah, Richard Goff just a little too early in his jump, and David Weir stood his ground. Good decision by Willie Young.
The 2 number 4s involved in that climbing act.
Absolutely, David Weir, as I said, standing his ground, looking a more and more composed central defender as each week of the season goes past.
Dam could be away here, but no, he's been pulled back for the challenge on Amoruso.
And Jim Jeffries not too happy about it, but I think perhaps Adam could have got through there without touching Amoruso, and it would have been a very dangerous situation for Rangers.
Naismith. Salvatore. This is Flogel. Adam. Amoruso. And now Laudrup is onside, and Richie having to be careful. No, in fact, he's straight offside.
Yeah, linesman had the flag up for an offside decision. No objection from Brian Laudrup. And looking at that, it's very, very tight, because now with you in line with the defender, you are onside, but the linesman in the best position of all decided that Brian Laudrup had gone ahead and they gave offside.
Ferguson.
I think, Rob, at half-time, I'm sure that Walter Smith will be wanting his midfield players to support the front far more quickly than they're doing. We get the occasional run from Gattuso, from Ian Ferguson and Stuart McCall, but by and large they seem to be sitting in front of the back three there. Walter will be urging them forward to support Jury and Laudrup. And I'm sure that Jim Jeffries will be saying to his guys that you're not going to sit back on this lead. I'm sure Hearts will come out in a much more positive mood.
Gattuso. Jury was coming back from an offside position, so it's left to Perini here to hurl it in, which he has done. Cleared only to Laudrup, and again! Oh, it's off the post! And the follow-up from Rino Gattuso has gone behind for the corner.
What a chance for Brian Laudrup there, and if you were to ask any player on the Rangers team to finish, I'm sure it would be Laudrup in this situation. Desperately unlucky, but good defending by Hearts. And a corner kick. That was a chance, unquestionably.
Stensos with the corner. Björklund blocked right on the edge of the box there by McCann. And a dangerous free kick here. And Amoruso is going to say that this one is his.
Yeah, this will test the Hearts' defensive wall. They'll have to be brave, they'll have to stand up to it. Anyone who flinches here could cost his side the equaliser.
Well, Hearts took the lead so early in the game. They've done well to hold on to it for this long. Can Rangers strike back at what would be an excellent time psychologically to do so? Stensos is there, but Amoruso is surely the favourite, and it is him!
Yeah, good chance, but he screwed the ball past the post. The wall stood firm, and a well-drilled wall. And I've got to say, throughout the first half, Hearts have defended the corner kicks exceptionally well. Their organisation against the number of corners, I think 7 or 8 that Rangers have had, has been first class.
Well, they've been relieved to see that one go wide, and will surely feel now that they're to get to half-time with this lead. And they have done. The first half is up, and Colin Cameron's penalty separates the two sides. It was a penalty awarded in the first 30 seconds of the match. Well, they've brought on Ali McCoist to try and save the game for them. He got the crucial breakthrough goal in the semi-final match here against Celtic. So can McCoist bring his magic to work yet again? Only won the Scottish Cup once before, the man they call Super Ali, and scored in that game, the 1992 win over Airdrie. They won it by 2-1, and McCoist straight in the action here in releasing Gattuso, and it's cleared by Naismith.
Yeah, and his pass was magnificent to Gattuso just now. Great first ball from Ali McCoist. I've looked at Rangers, they've gone to a back four. They've put Perini at left back and they've Botland at orthodox right back. So it's Botland, Goff, Amoruso.
And here's Jury with the shot, and McCoist can only have been inches away from diverting that.
Yep, sorry, I was just saying that Perini's at left back and the orthodox back four now for Rangers.
Well, so Hearts are going to know they've been in a game in this second half now with the changes made.
Yeah, a good strike from Gordon Jury, but across the face of the goal, not enough power on it, but a good positive start again from Rangers. And they have three players up, and this is the man on the left side, Laudrup.
And Laudrup here working his way past McPherson, but not past Weir, who blocks it for the corner.
Yeah, Laudrup on the left, and Gordon Jury on the right side, and Ali McCoist right through the middle, the Rangers front three.
It's a vibrant start to the second half from Rangers, looking for as good a start to the second half as Hearts had to the first. Cleared by Weir. And Fulton going up, but they're getting in each other's way at the moment. McCall unaware of the pace of Adam from just behind him.
Yeah, good play from Gotland there, covering Stuart McCall's slip and allowing Stuart to get back to mop up.
Flogel. Here's Fulton. Given away to Ferguson. Laudrup. Trademark weaving run from him. Almost a good ball to Gattuso, but well cut out by Weir.
Yeah, Weir has had an outstanding game, and I'm not just saying that because he was selected for the World Cup, but he's done everything asked of him in the first half, and a good pass there just now.
Yes, his reading really has been exemplary throughout this game so far. Weir, who's played in the last 3 friendly internationals for Scotland.
And he now has a major test, Laudrup and McCoist through the middle, supported by Jury. So this will be a difficult second 45 minutes, I'm sure, for Weir and for Paul Ritchie in the centre of the Hearts defence.
Foul there on Amoruso. Here's McCall. Amoruso again. Laudrup, who went as close as anyone so far to equalising for Rangers with a shot that hit the post. Fulton harried off the ball again. Amoruso striking, but Fulton was furious he wasn't awarded the free kick as Amoruso emerged with it.
Yeah, Amoruso on that occasion, without the ball being in the dead ball situation, has found it running away from him and didn't strike it quite as with the same authority as he does when it's the dead ball situation.
Amoruso, who is a former winner of the Italian Cup, indeed was with Fiorentina when they beat an Atalanta side that included Salvatore, who's on the opposite side from him today. Laudrup.
Lovely bit of skill there from Brian Laudrup, which I'm sure the Chelsea fans will appreciate next season.
Here's McCoist. And Gattuso has slipped through well. And for once, McCoist first has let him down, but he got a second bite at the cherry, and it's deflected back to Rousset.
Yeah, you don't give Ali McCoist chances like that around about the box. Unfortunately, broke off his shins. Otherwise, for Rangers, I'm sure it would have been on target and with a great chance of being a goal.
There's pinball at that moment inside the Hearts box. And at the moment, they're clinging on, but it's been one-way traffic again at the start of the second half. Cut out by Cameron, whose goal from the penalty spot seems a long time ago now. Amoruso, blocked by Flogel, Rangers throw. The Rangers fans, who have been largely subdued throughout the game, rallying their team again as Gattuso has shown a yellow card.
Yeah, Gattuso has been in a feud there with Cameron since that last tackle, and right in front of the referee, he's been showing aggression to Colin Cameron, and Willie Young really had no alternative but to stop it by booking him.
Here's Jury. Brian Laudrup. McCoist into the side netting. One or two Hearts fans on the other side there might have thought that went in as the net billowed.
Great run from McCoist into the inside right position there, and his shot was sliced, but again he anticipated a good through ball from Brian Laudrup, and it could have been danger for Hearts.
Confirmation of the second yellow card of the game. Gattuso following Neil McCann into the book, and this is the reason why, that challenge on Colin Cameron.
Jim Jeffries not happy. Hearts have started in a rather indifferent fashion, a bit slack about their play, and the Rangers' new formation has certainly given them the edge in the second half. I think perhaps Rangers overestimated the impact that Neil McCann would have in the first half, and they've taken the marker from him, and they're just playing the orthodox back four now.
Meanwhile, Walter Smith back in the stand, minus the walkie-talkie that got him into so much trouble in the semi-final, and having to do plenty of walking between upstairs and down if he wants to get messages across.
Yeah, not so far at Celtic Park, far further at his home ground at Ibrox, so it's an easy run down from that position, and Walter wants to get down in touch with the dugout.
And Adam stole in, and it's 2-0, and Amoruso for a moment went to sleep, and Stefan Adam took full advantage, and Hearts now send their supporters into raptures with a real opportunity of winning their first silverware in 36 years.
Yeah, I'm bound to say that looked fairly comfortable for Amoruso, but he's unaware of Adam in that position. And Amoruso around them, and Andy Gorham got a hand to it but couldn't stop it. So wonderful finishing from Stefan Adam. Great play across the goalkeeper, but I've got to say that I'm afraid Amoruso slept there.
Well, the expressions changed for Jim Jeffries. A few moments ago he came out exceptionally worried about the way that his team had started the second half. Has that goal put them in the comfort zone? And what a way for Stefan Adam to celebrate his 29th birthday yesterday.
Yeah, a brilliant start to both halves for Hearts, and Stefan Adam, who's worked very hard throughout the first half, always looks a threat on goal, and when he got that ball in the perfect position for shooting, he fired it brilliantly past Andy Gorham. There we are, Amoruso waiting in the bounce of the ball, fatal to stand and waiting on it, and Andy Gorham did well actually to get a touch on it because the ball was driven fiercely past his right hand side, and Hearts, I would say, against the run of play, have gone 2 ahead. I'm sure Jim Jeffries won't be worried about the run of play when he looks at the scoreline though.
Some said it was against the run of play when they won through in the semi-final, when Kevin McAllister was running the show for Falkirk, but Adam scored twice then. And he scored again in the final, and now more problems for Rangers as Gordon Jury shown a yellow card. McCann, the player down, challenged by Jury, booking for him.
Yeah, the interesting thing too, Rob, is that Hearts have 2 strikers on the bench, and I think the last thing they need at the moment is another striker. It may well be that if there's an injury, they'll bring Murray on to strengthen the defence, and it could well be that Hamilton and Robertson have to be very patient, and I'm sure Jim Jeffries will use them in the old time-wasting sense towards the end, if not before.
Well, they've already started to celebrate in the sunshine. Can they get a third? Flow goal! Into the arms of Gorham.
Great positioning by Andy Gorham, but a wonderful header. And Flo goal got in between two Rangers defenders there, which I'm afraid he shouldn't have done. And Andy Gorham had to be perfectly positioned.
McCann. Here's Cameron. Challenged by McCall. Hearts, who've been under so much pressure, given a new lease of life by that Stefan Adam goal. Suddenly Rangers can't get out of their own half. Look how one-sided it has been, and yet Rangers have conceded 2 goals.
Yeah, but you can see the confidence just surging through this Hearts team now, Rob. They seem to have gained, well, understandably, great assurance from that second goal, and that could stand them in good stead. The Rangers have a mountain to climb now, but you never discount Glasgow Rangers, especially in a cup tie.
And here's Ali McCoist, how he needs a hat-trick now. Goff, McCall. Left to Laudrup. Good battling though from Flogel. Here's Cameron.
Yeah, Flogel's done a good job there for Hearts on the right side. The Austrian player has been very, very assured. There was a surprise selection for me. I thought maybe Jim Hamilton would have played up front, but Jim Jeffrey's selection, he knows them better, has been vindicated because Flogel has done very well.
Away goes Adam again against Amoruso, but that one's too far in front of Neil McCann in the box.
Yeah, he did the right thing, Stefan Adam, but Neil McCann couldn't get there quickly enough, and a very dangerous ball across the face of the box went right out for a throw-in to Rangers.
McCoist. Fulton. Salvatore. Here's Goff. Foul on Flogel.
Yeah, Rangers have got Craig Moore and Ian Durrant left on the bench, and it could be that Walter will need the guile of Ian Durrant in the last half hour or so. We'll wait and see, but I think his passing could be an advantage.
And Adam in there again with another chance. McCann goes in too. McPherson's header down initially caused the problems for Gorham. Again, they were clinging on.
Yeah, Rangers central defence struggling a bit here. Adam gets in between Amoruso and Goff, and is a bit unlucky not to get a touch on that.
Well, Lorenzo Amoruso has certainly had a baptism of fire in Scottish football. A long period out with that Achilles injury. He made his debut in the semi-final against Celtic. Then he made his league debut against the same opponents in another Old Firm game before being sent off against Aberdeen. That meant a ban in the last league match against Hearts. Here is Amoruso on the ball now, after that lack of concentration allowed Adam in to score the second goal for Hearts, and at the moment Rangers defence seems all over the place.
A rash tackle there from Stephen Fulton, because there were plenty of Hearts players available to make the tackle had Fulton left him.
And this is an area where Amoruso has shown his value in the past. Can he redeem himself after the error that led to the goal with a goal of his own? Amoruso hits it, and that's well off the target. One of those days for him so far.
Yeah, he can't be happy with that. You can see he's looking skyward and he's desperately disappointed. But again, we've got to credit this Hearts defensive wall, which is superbly well organised.
Walter Smith's farewell game looks like ending in defeat. Is the curtain to fall on his distinguished era in charge without a trophy in the Rangers cabinet for the first time in 12 seasons? Amoruso. Well, you do start to wonder if Rangers' competitive edge has been blunted by the fact that this is really the breakup of the old family. So many of these players appearing in a Rangers shirt for the last time, Smith himself departing as manager, but somehow they have to rediscover that old competitive aggression if they're to force their way back into this game, and it would be quite a recovery now if they manage it in the last half hour against the Hearts side, desperate to give their long-suffering fans a trophy.
Yeah, you're right, Rob, but these are proud players that are wearing the blue jerseys of Glasgow Rangers, and they won't lie down. Their pride will keep them playing right to the final whistle, and I know the great respect they have for Walter too will ensure that they won't go down, as I say, without a fight, and they're desperate to give Walter some reward for this season's efforts.
They knew they had their chances in the title race. There were one or two occasions when Celtic shed points, and then Rangers themselves fell on banana skins too, none more so than the 90th minute goal they conceded to Kilmarnock in their penultimate game of the season.
I've got to say, this is perhaps the most subdued Rangers crowd I've seen in many a long day. They don't seem to be getting behind the team with their usual fervour. But of course a goal can change all that.
Here's Jury. Looking to play in Perini. Aim towards Jury. And good header away by Ritchie. The call here will go in on the challenge. Free kick though given to Hearts. As Stefan Adam settled this in Hearts' favour.
Here's a goal again, a great chest down by Adam, and an early shot, a powerful shot, perhaps earlier than Andy Gorham expected, but it was fiercely hit right across the goalkeeper, which is the way to shoot from that position, and a deserved goal from a fine move. But I'm sure Amoruso will be looking at that in disgust, because he had the chance to clear it.
Well, Stefan Adam had European experience with his former club Metz, and Rangers really set out their stall to make their mark in Europe this season. That was the basis of their summer investments, but you just wonder if it took their eye off the ball in terms of domestic honours.
Good tackle from young Ritchie there. Yeah, Naismith, or rather, I'm calling Gary Naismith Paul Ritchie, but it was a fine tackle from the youngster.
And McCoist with a chance, blocked by Rousset. Goff is there! What a save from Rousset to block the ace marksman. Here's Amoruso. That one's cut out by Ritchie, and when Rousset has been left exposed, he really has been up to speed.
Yeah, this is a great long throw in here, and there is McCoist, and a wonderful strike on goal, but what a save from Gilles Rousset. McCoist got his left foot on it quickly, and 9 times out of 10 he would have scored, but wonderful goalkeeping by Rousset.
McCoist again. Gattuso running into problems with Cameron, and having soaked it up once more, Hearts could break here. Adam was desperate to stay onside, and it was given away anyway to Amoruso. Perini. Laudrup challenged by Weir.
Walter Smith's out almost on the side of the pitch now, and he realises that all is not lost. He's telling him to calm down, keep playing, and don't resort to just putting it in there. He's encouraging him to pass the ball.
Well, he's tried to tell his team not to panic, but he's taken a check on the watch just in case, Smith. And it's a free kick here. Certainly a goal for Rangers at this stage might shake things up a bit.
Yeah, a goal at any stage, Rob, would shake them up, but the earlier the better from Rangers' point of view.
Laudrup's kick. Food and drink, really, for Rousset.
Yeah, disappointing delivery from Brian Laudrup there, giving an easy catch to Rousset.
Amoruso. Salvatore. Stefan Adam with him out on that right-hand side. It's McCann who's made a burst into the middle. Neil McCann trying to get in between two defenders there, and Björklund and Goff between them managed to shepherd it away.
Yeah, and Neil McCann has scored with headers in that situation before, but two Rangers defenders round about him, just too much for him on that occasion.
Perini. Here's McPherson. Stefan Adam. And cleared by Gorham. Stuart McCall. Laudrup. And through goes McCall. And he just managed to get a touch, and the goalkeeper didn't. The goal kick is given, and that may well be the last action that McCall participates in.
Great run from Stuart McCall. You've got to give him tremendous credit, because he's forcing the play, and he got a nice run into the inside left position there, but was beaten to it by two Hearts defenders. So it appears as though Ian Durrant is going to replace Stuart McCall. Stuart McCall's done very well, particularly defensively, but Rangers no longer need an anchor man in front. They need someone who will create, and Ian Durrant is a very good passer of the ball, can score a goal, so Walter is preferring Durrant to McCall, I think, for the last 20-odd minutes.
McCann. Naismith. Neil McCann. Cut out by Goff. There's McCoist. Here's Gattuso. And it's come off Weir, and it's gone for the corner. The Rangers just holding fire on the substitution for the time being.
Yeah, I see Walter Smith telling Ian Durrant to wait. Quite often the policy of managers, don't substitute at a corner for a corner against. There has been an organisation put in place, and it disturbs it if the substitution is made.
Ferguson's corner goes in, Weir's header. Adam having to get in front of McCall, but this is Perini. Weir giving a good shout, lets it go.
Still Walter and Archie Knox deliberating, because Ian Durrant is stripped ready for action, but they've been reluctant to put him on. But he's at the side now, and John Rowbottom, the fourth official, is ready to signal the substitution.
And the number 10 is being held up, so Stuart McCall making his farewell in the final, and possibly making his farewell in a Rangers shirt. Certainly the man who's coming on to take his place is making his final appearance for the club. Ian Durrant, bound for the J-League.
And he's going into the left side of midfield, so they've restructured the midfield. Gattuso, Ferguson and Ian Durrant is the new structure in the middle three for Rangers.
Durrant is poised to go to a club in Hiroshima managed by a Scotsman, former Eddie Thompson. And Durrant recently had his testimonial match against Sheffield Wednesday. Another challenge there by Rino Gattuso, who, remember, has already been shown a yellow card.
Yep, and Eddie Thompson got the best out of Ian Durrant, as he has done throughout his career, both with the Australian national team and now with the club side in Japan.
Here's McPherson. Oh, trouble again here. Adam taking a real dive in the box, trying to get a penalty award out of that challenge from Amoruso. But Ferguson and Amoruso were getting themselves in all sorts of problems, and Hearts at the moment are very much in control.
Yeah, that second goal has given them the authority that was lacking at the start of the second half, and with 20 minutes to go they look to be most comfortable, very assured, but often, Rob, these are famous last words.
Durant has been an outstanding servant to Rangers in his time. Had that horrendous knee injury 10 years ago that almost wrecked his career, bravely came back. And the ball through to Ali McCoist. Now can he shake off Richie? And this game, of course, taking place in a week when Rangers' former Hearts defender Alan McLaren has had to confirm his enforced retirement at the age of just 27 with knee trouble, and Rangers were hoping to dedicate a victory to him.
Yeah, I also spoke with Alan McLaren last night, and a very disappointed young man, but I've encouraged him to get involved in the coaching scene, and hopefully he'll consider helping the youngsters as a coach in years to come. But here's Davy McPherson using all his experience, walking up to this throw-in. Davy's been through it all before. He's trying to calm his teammates down, and I'm sure his influence will be considerable in the last few minutes of the game.
Here he is again, McPherson. Good work here from Flogel. And Goff.
Yeah,
Flogel there to smother it.
Excellent. Flogel has been a revelation here for Hearts today. Excellent signing, one of Jim Jeffries' shrewd buys again from abroad. And he's had an outstanding cup final.
McCann's in swinging corner. Gorham was under real pressure with it. Too much pressure. Free kick given.
Yeah, I think David Weir backed into him there.
Yes, Weir was the man in front of the Rangers and Scotland goalkeeper. Hearts 18 minutes away from ending their trophy famine. And Richard Goff's Rangers career looks like drawing to a close without any trophies. Goff answered the SOS to come back in October. Amoruso fouled, winning another free kick from which he has once proved a danger. A couple of other efforts have been wayward. What can he produce from this?
Yeah, one thing's for sure, he'll cause trouble in the Hearts defence, whether he plays it in or whether he shoots. But it looks as if it's going to get another shot.
It is Amoruso, and yet again Rousset can just afford to stand and watch it go by.
Yeah, unfortunately for Amoruso, he's only hit one on target from 4 free kicks, and I don't think that's a great average. But his eye wasn't in there, and his head was up, and he sliced it. But always a danger.
Talk about the eye not being in. I wonder just how much Walter Smith regrets the fact that he hasn't got Marco Negri on the bench, the man who of course injured his eye after that squash game with Sergio Perini, and who's been out of the picture despite scoring 36 goals for the club this season and not in the 14 today.
Yeah, and of course suspension has ruled out Alberts, and Tern's unfit, so you know Rangers are a little deficient in midfield in terms of their full strength potential. But all credit to Hearts, who are still in control of the game. Nice break by Salvatore here to the unmarked Stephen Fulton.
McCann thought he got away from Gattuso. McCann has been booked once for diving. Gattuso has been booked for a previous challenge. The referee diplomatically turned away. Durant here aiming for Laudrup. McPherson. Lovely layoff from Adam. McPherson tearing down the right-hand side.
Yeah, the old legs of Davy McPherson setting a terrific example. There he was overlapping down the right-hand side, but he may regret that because Rangers are on the counter-attack now.
Can they exploit McPherson being out of position?
Well, they have done.
Has dropped back, and he's facing a job here to get back against Ali McCoist. And McCoist gets the free kick. He was obstructed by David Weir. Salvatore's been claiming that McCoist took a dive. Well, they tried to take the free kick quickly, but referee Willie Young wasn't ready.
Yeah, I think they'll be glad the referee wasn't ready, because Ian Ferguson sliced the quick free kick. So Hearts were caught out there. I think Jim Jeffries will be telling Big Dave McPherson, don't worry about attacking from now on.
Take two from the free kick. Durant's effort is cleared by Flogel. Durant again. In towards Goff. Weir is there, only to Ali McCoist.
Yeah, no, he's disappointed. He's leaning back there. The ball came to him quickly. And it wouldn't drop for him early enough, and he snatched at it, which was unusual for Ali McCoist. He can usually do better in these circumstances. But there's an anxiety about Rangers play now, and it was reflected in that attempt by Ali McCoist.
Well, Rangers had a lot of positive PR coming into this match, as the celebrations for Celtic from their league championship quickly fell flat with Wim Jansen's departure, and then all the controversy about Ali McCoist's exclusion from the Scotland squad, as the Brown brothers seem to make themselves public enemies numbers 1 and 2 in Scotland. But at the moment...
Thanks very much, Rob, for that morale booster. That was very nice of you. But,
at the moment, though, they're not living up to that pre-match billing of being installed as favourites.
And Jim Hamilton ready to come on for Hearts. He's down there. I don't know who Jim Jeffries will be removing to put, but anyone who comes off, it certainly can't be for lack of performance, because there's no Hearts failure on that pitch.
The Rangers having another injury scare here now. Gattuso down injured.
No, we think that maybe it's Adam that's coming off, and if he is coming off, it's as a result of a great shift he's done for Hearts of Midlothian Football Club this afternoon, and I'm sure if he comes off, he'll get a tremendous ovation, one which he thoroughly deserves. He's worked brilliantly against the powerful Rangers central defenders, Richard Goff and Amoruso, and if he's to come off, all credit to him.
Well, the Hearts fans enjoying their day in the sunshine at Celtic Park. Is Stefan Adam's goal going to be enough to have won the game for Hearts? If it is, he is going to not be on the pitch at the final whistle, because Adam now is going off to be replaced by Jim Hamilton. Hamilton, who scored in his last 2 games against Rangers, a consolation goal in the 5-2 defeat, and the 87th minute goal that almost beat them at Ibrox before Georges Albert's late equaliser.
Yeah, good signing again for Aganda. His first touch is a clearance header, and he's very good in the air, as we all know. But a good signing by Jim Jeffries from Dundee.
Hamilton straight into the thick of things.
Yeah, Amoruso lifted his hands there. I think he was ordered off recently at Aberdeen for something similar, but Willie Young is having a word with him, and Ian Ferguson is in there to speak on his behalf, but I think it's in vain, because the yellow card is out.
Yes, a caution for Amoruso, completing a largely unhappy day for him.
And a yellow card for Jim Hamilton. He's only just on the pitch, and he's also been yellow carded for his part in that wee fracas there. But Hamilton will keep going. He's young, fit, under-21 internationalist.
Goff is up there, McCoist was in there too, and a chance for Laudrup. Well, Rangers were busy appealing there that McCoist had been fouled anyway by McPherson, And as the ball broke, Laudrup went in for the stooping header and just couldn't get there.
Yes, a great header down by Richard Gough, and I think that David McPherson played the ball, but Ali McCoy's fell in a heap. You can see it here, McPherson's going for it, and maybe, just maybe, it could have been a penalty award, but the ball didn't bounce up for Brian Laudrup there. Maybe he'd have gone for it with his foot, he would have scored. Controversial decision there, but still Hearts with about 10 minutes to go, in control. And a typically sporting throw from Ian Durrant for a goal kick for Hearts.
Well, they've waited long enough to celebrate a trophy. Are they going to be taking the Scottish Cup back to Tynecastle?
And Rangers have Craig Moore ready to come on. I think it looks as though maybe it'll be Ian Ferguson who will be replaced and Moore will come on.
Here's Gattuso, McCoist! Goal!
Goal by McCoist.
Ali McCoist has got the goal that might yet revive Rangers. 9 minutes to go, and is it going to be enough to bring them back into it?
Well, Rob, it's certainly bring them back into it in this last 10 minutes, because everyone's up for it now behind that goal of Jules Rusey. Rangers' support has been subdued, but Ali McCoist finished that brilliantly. And he did warn me last night he was going to get a hat-trick, so that's one.
Well, a hat-trick is what they need if they're going to turn this round and win this game. But that goal from Ali McCoist means that Walter Smith, who had been plotting the substitution with Craig Moore poised to come on, can now celebrate a possible revival. Who else? Ali McCoist. 16th goal of the season. The smile is broad, just as it was when he scored against Celtic in the semi-final. And here's McCann. Bjorklund holding off Rangers now, having to be strong at the back to preserve what McCoist may just have given them a foothold back in this game.
Yeah, McCoist scored that goal brilliantly, down with his left foot in the inside left position. And all credit to him, that was a fine recovery by Rangers, which will spark, I'm sure, an onslaught in the last 8 minutes.
And of course, in the Coca-Cola Cup final here 2 seasons ago, McCoist put Rangers 2-0 up in 26 minutes, and on that occasion it was Hearts who fought back to 2-2 before eventually going down 4-3. So a 2-0 deficit was never going to be insurmountable for a side of Rangers quality. Gough here, and it's McCoist again, and Gattuso stealing in. Good touch from Laudrup. Gordon Jury was trying to get there. Weir is nervous moments these though for Hearts. Ferguson. Ian Durrant. Cleared by Weir. Only to Ian Ferguson. Durrant the substitute. Gough! Naismith clears, appeals for handball, but Gary Naismith knew what he was doing there.
Yeah, and it wasn't a handball, it was on the chest.
Great sense of urgency now about everything that Rangers do, and there are going to be 1 or 2 more nervy moments for this Hearts defence.
And a magnificent pass from Ian Ferguson to Perini.
He picked him out superbly, and Perini here has run the corner off Vogel, and suddenly there's a great surge of noise from the Rangers fans.
Yeah, they've been strangely quiet throughout the match, but there's a big change in attitude now. McCoist's goal has sparked a revival, and the enthusiasm's back, the determination's back, and all but one Rangers player in that penalty box.
It's Durrant's corner, Perini went for it. Header away from Hamilton. Knocked back in by Ferguson. Gough still in the attack. Cleared by McPherson. Is the script written for a dramatic comeback in Walter Smith's last game in charge? On many occasions in the past, in his tenure, Rangers have been written off only to revive themselves. But Hearts here breaking, and McCann has picked up that ball from Cameron. Ferguson across to defend it. Moments of anguish here for Hearts. I'm sure many of the Jambos fans' mind going back some 12 years to when they threw away a League and Cup double. Can McCoist get a second here? He's gone down, it's a penalty! No, it's right on the edge of the box. McCoist thought he'd got the kick, but Willie Young instead says it was on the edge of the area.
Yeah, we'll see when we rerun that. We have the advantage of this rerun, but certainly he was impeded, there's no question of that. Yeah, and it just looks as if it's outside. But, you know, equally the Hearts penalty was on very marginally on the line as well, so McCoist is feeling a bit aggrieved there.
It's right on the line. Walter Smith was in no doubt. The referee was in sufficient doubt only to award a free kick. Looks like Amoruso territory again. Although there are no shortage of people there to offer him advice. McCoist is a little behind the threesome over the ball at the moment. Can Rangers get an equaliser that at best for them would take it into extra time? But what a morale-sapping blow it would be to Hearts if Rangers were to score here. It's Laudrup who's placed it, and it's deflected behind for a corner.
Yeah, we were waiting in Amoruso, but Brian Laudrup took it. And it got almost slipped through the wall, but Hearts wall stood firm and the corner kick.
And the corner's whipped in, Amoruso went strongly for it, Laudrup plays it back in, McCoist again! Blocked by Salvatore. McCann keen to get it away. Anywhere will do at the moment for Hearts. Laudrup is strong.
Yeah, Brian Laudrup sparked into life now, and he's been a strangely subdued Brian throughout the match, but now he sees the chance for glory, and that was a great strike. Two good chances there, one for Laudrup, one for Perini just prior to that. And Hearts are holding on. Grimly holding on, and their support is helping them because they're trying to give them energy with a great shout from the huge Hearts following here. So a terrific finale here to this match, Rob.
Hearts 2 minutes away from ending a barren spell without a trophy, but Rangers giving them some worrying moments again. The unquenchable spirit of the Rangers side, determined to give Walter Smith the send-off that his record perhaps demands. Here's Laudrup. Blocked by Naismith. Jim Jeffries' side being made to work hard for it. But they are holding on. Will the penalty from Cameron and the second half goal from Adam be enough? Over a minute of normal time left, but the Hearts fans are imploring the referee to blow the final whistle.
Yeah, they've started asking to blow it early, in fact. And when he blows it, if the result is the same, it'll be no more than Jim Jeffries deserves for a magnificent season's work with Heart of Midlothian. He's built the team, a very inexpensive team, and they have given a run for the money in the league, and now they look within a great chance of winning the cup.
Oh, that was wayward though from Fulton, and Bjorklund has played it through. Laudrup has left it behind. McCoist retrieves. Goff, Durant, blocked by Naismith. Here's McCann. Half a minute to go, and Ali McCoist is unhappy about a previous challenge by Ritchie.
Yeah, it's not often you see McCoist reacting like that, but he's very annoyed at the tackle that Paul Ritchie put on him.
Hacked clear by McCann. is there to be one last charge here from Rangers in a desperate bid to take this game into extra time? Or can Hearts cling on? Amoruso. Route 1 stuff from Rangers. But that's almost as it has to be at the moment. Into stoppage time we go. What's left now is at the discretion of Willie Young. He's taken a check on his watch already. Gattuso appeared to be asking him how much time is left.
And that's a great clearance from Rusey to put Rangers back deep in their own half again. And with time running out, that was good play by Jules Rusey.
And Gorham has to get it forward quickly. Gordon Jury. Naismith has been left grounded. Good challenge though from McCann. Turned in by Durant. McCoist will challenge. But Rusey, who's been one of the stars of this Hearts performance, shows clean handling to the end.
Yeah, absolutely. Great save by Rusey.
And the ball has been turned out so that Gary Naismith, who's gone down with a knock to the head, can get treatment. So yet more time here to be added on by Willie Young. And while treatment is continuing, Richard Gough again appears to be asking the advice of the referee as to how much longer Rangers have here.
Yeah, it would be interesting, Rob, if the fourth official were to hold up the time that's allowed extra. That's what's going to happen in the World Cup and, of course, in the Italian League. But on this occasion, we've got to guess the amount of time left on.
It's been happening, of course, in the Nationwide League in England too this season.
There's a man, Ali McCoist, has scored a great goal for Rangers and brought them right back into the game. Will it be enough?
Cameron, whose goal started it all off well for Hearts. The referee there tried to play an advantage, then saw that it didn't accrue, and for the challenge rather on Cameron, there is going to be a booking for Ian Durant.
Yeah, the Hearts players are lying down now a bit, and Cameron's down, but undoubtedly he received a heavy knock. Ian Durant booked. He's come on, he's tried his best. He's certainly sparked a revival, inspired Rangers a bit there in the last 20 minutes or so, but it doesn't look as if it's going to be enough.
Amoruso. Perini. Surely now there can't be much time left. Another check on the watch from Willie Young. Gough. Cleared by Ritchie, and again a tussle, this time with Gattuso. But Rangers here with the throw-in. Jury now hurls it in as he has to. Cleared by Weir.
Yeah, desperate clearance there by David Weir, who has had an outstanding game in the heart of that Tynecastle defence.
And it is desperate defending here from Hearts. They've massed their ranks around their own penalty area to keep Rangers out. But could they break here? Cameron, aware that Jury was coming in from behind him as he had to. Durant. In the 4th minute of stoppage time, Amoruso. Gattuso, cleared by Hamilton. Every eye in Celtic Park now trained on Willie Young. He had that controversial decision to make in the 1st minute when he awarded Hearts a penalty. And now a chance for Perini, and Weir blocks it.
Yeah, great chance for Perini, who is well up. It has been the whole second half from the left-back position up supporting the attack.
Jury with the shot! And just before it, there was another check on the watch, and Jim Jeffries here is wondering just how much longer the agony can be prolonged.
Yeah, Jim's surely very, very anxious. And I'm sure that his Manager of the Year award is fully justified, because I'm certain that when this ball's in the air, Willie Young, who has looked at his watch again, will blow the whistle.
And the long, long wait is over, and Hearts have won the Scottish Cup. It's their first silverware for 36 years, and the Manager of the Year, Jim Jeffries, who's had so much praise this season, now has a prize to go with it. A great start for them, with a the penalty award in the first 30 seconds. Cameron kept his cool to deliver from the spot. Adam added a goal in the second half at the start, but Jeffries given real cause for concern when substitute McCoy struck. But the defence held out at the end despite the battering that they took from Rangers, and the curtain falls on Walter Smith's reign as Rangers manager without a trophy in the cabinet at Ibrox. He's missed only one game this season. He and Gary Locke together lift the trophy that shows that Hearts are bursting with pride in Edinburgh. Many wondered if their reputation as chokers had gone before them and that they would lose another major final. But this time, the smiles are from the Hearts players.
Yeah, they're bouncing so happily there, and little wonder, because they've waited for a long time for this, and they deserve it this season. They deserve something, and having failed this at the last gasp of the League Championship, they've now deservedly managed to win the Scottish Cup.